Hello and welcome everyone. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we will make a start very, very shortly. Okay, thank you, Jackie, thank you, Timothy, thank you, Olha. And also please let me know where you are from. I'm waiting for more people to turn up, but I'm going to make a start anyway. Where you're from? We have people from Leicester. Welcome Mandeep from Leicester. Welcome Olha from Italy. We have Dubai in the building. Welcome Dubai, Southwest London, France, Birmingham, Wales. Welcome everyone. It's great to see you here. Lagos, Nigeria. Wow. Cameroon. Welcome, welcome. We have Australia in the house. Okay, welcome everyone to this presentation. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. I've been trading now for several years. East London is in the house. Welcome, Daniel. So this presentation will keep it down to about 45 or so minutes, and just make it clear from the outset, you will not become an expert trader at the end of this presentation. This is only meant to be an introduction to trading and also to setting up your own work from home business as we do. Now, in my particular case, I've been trading now for several years, I think in the region of 5 or so years. And in all honesty, I haven't looked back. So a little bit about myself, and going back a fair few years, when I was young, I was told to work hard, go to school, again, work hard, get good grades, get a good education, only to get a good job. And that is what I did. I went to school, was naturally in the top 5% of my class, went to university. I worked very, very hard, got an amazing education. I left university to start my first job. And on the first day of my first job, I absolutely hated it. I hated my first job from the first day. And that was when I decided that I could not work for anyone ever. So my first job out of university, I hated it. And I stayed in that job for a few months because I needed the money, you know, after university. And when it came to resign a few months later, I bought a ticket to Australia. So I decided to go to Australia, and at Heathrow Airport, I came across the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think it was in W.H. Smith. Now, if you haven't got a pen and paper with you, please get yourself a pen and paper, because note takers are money makers. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by a guy called Robert Kiyosaki was my first, I'd say, practical introduction to business. Prior to that, I'd learned about the theoretical side of business. And if you've ever run a business before, you will know that the theory and practical elements do not match up. Real business is very, very different to the theory that you learn at university, and even your lecturers, your business lecturers at university, a lot of them may never, ever have had a business themselves. Anyway, Rich Dad, Poor Dad came across the concept of the cash flow quadrant, which is what you see here on the screen. The cash flow quadrant, in its most basic terms, tells us that 95% of the world population is broke. 95% of 7.8 billion people, which comes to 7.4 billion people, give and take, is broke. It's the 5% that are the investors and business owners that control or own more than the rest of the 95% collectively. So again, 7.4 billion people, it's a very, very big number. If you were to walk down your local high street, walk past 100 people, chances are it's only 5 of them that are financially free. The rest of them have more month at the end of the money. And this has been around, this equation has been around for a very, very long time. And the good news is that as traders, as investors, we do form part of that 5%. And I'm very, very glad to say that I myself am financially free, and the other speakers on this call are also very much financially free as well. And this opportunity is one of many that has allowed us to get to that stage. Now, the foreign exchange market is absolutely huge, and in its most simplest term, it's the exchange of one currency for another. So if you were to go to the USA from the UK and change your pounds for your dollars, you will have taken part in the foreign exchange market. If you were to go back to that same exchange at a later date or time and make the same transaction again, you may be offered a different exchange rate. It's that difference in exchange rates, it's the volatility in the market that we as foreign exchange traders utilize to profit from every single day. As long as there's movement in the market, we can profit from that movement. Now, foreign exchange is big. Now, when I say big, it's absolutely huge. It's massive. Prior to foreign exchange, I dabbled in the stock market, and also I was a property investor. I became a property millionaire in my early 30s. But compared to all of those, foreign exchange is big. It's very, very big. In fact, up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged in the foreign exchange market. Not every year, not every month, not every week, but in fact, every single day, up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged via Forex. And the interesting thing is that 1 trillion of that is actually done by banks. So your local banks like Santander, HSBC, Barclays make over 1 trillion every single day from the foreign exchange market, and they're doing it with your money. Now, again, going back a fair few years, my mentor said to me, how much money have you made on your money in the last 10 years? In the last decade, how much money, Dr. Jav, have you made on your money? And my answer to that was a very, very big fat zero. Because historically interest rates have been very, very low. For the last decade, interest rates have been extremely low, and chances are you've actually lost money. If you have a current account, you have lost money because of inflation. For the next 5 to 10 years, because of the way the economy is going, I call it the external economy, because we ourselves have our own internal economy and we manage that through this business. But the external economy, it looks like it's not doing that great at the moment. And again, for the next 5 or 10 years, interest rates will be very, very low. So if you have a bank account, you will make close on to zero, if not less than zero return on your money. What we do here with the foreign exchange market is that we multiply our money. We are able to multiply our money using the foreign exchange market, which puts us in a very, very good position, certainly compared to other markets out there. The amazing thing about foreign exchange is that it's a 24-hour-a-day, 5-day-a-week market. There's a little bit of overlap on the weekend, but generally 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, you can exchange via Forex regardless of your location. It's a worldwide market. And again, if I give you an example, in the last few years, and prior to the pandemic, I'd been to many, many countries: Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, the USA, many, many times, Europe, many countries in Europe, Dubai, Asia, Africa. I've traveled all over the world. And the amazing thing is I've been able to run my business regardless of location. I could be in the beach in Dubai, and all I need is access to my mobile phone and an internet connection, and I can actually control my assets using my mobile phone regardless of my location. And I've done that in Dubai, in the USA, in Europe, and in all honesty, I've never looked back since. That is why banks do foreign exchange, and banks are actually, they're very, very cheeky. They actually use your money to do foreign exchange with. And my mentor said to me, look, Dr. Jav, your bank is doing foreign exchange with your money, whether you like it or not. Is it not time that you did some Forex yourself and kept the profits? Why should the banks keep all the profits? Why should the banks be the only entities doing foreign exchange out there, when we as retail traders can do exactly the same as the banks do and keep a bulk of the profits ourselves, which is what we do as a collective organization of up to 500,000 people. I think we're around 400 to 450,000 people at the moment, all over the world in 120 plus countries. And we're going to hit the 500,000 mark very, very soon. We have an amazing mastermind group where we teach people, show them and mentor them how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. Another amazing thing about Forex is that you don't necessarily need to use your own capital or all of your own capital all the time. There's a system known as leverage, whereby the broker will lend you money, and sometimes that can be done via an interest-free account, so you don't even have to pay interest on that or receive interest on those transactions. So we don't just do traditional Forex, which are your traditional currency pairs like your euros, dollars, pounds. We also do digital currencies. So it does not matter where you're based around the world. You probably have heard of the term Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin was the first digital currency to the market. It came, or was conceived, in around 2009. In 2009, the price of one Bitcoin was around 10 cents, or around 10p or so in 2009. In December 2017, the price of Bitcoin had hit $20,000, which was the previous all-time high. The previous ATH of Bitcoin was in the region of $20,000 in December 2017. In the last month or so, a new ATH of Bitcoin was achieved of in the region of $41,000. So Bitcoin's gone from $10,000 up to $20,000. It came back down again, and now currently the price is around $37,000, but the ATH of Bitcoin was actually $41,000. So what does that actually mean? It just means that one Bitcoin is worth, at the moment, around $37,000. So if you were to go out and buy one Bitcoin today, it would cost you $37,000. Now, some people on this webinar today might think, oh my God, that's a very, very high number considering the price of Bitcoin was only, 10 cents years and years ago. But don't use that as an excuse not to get into cryptocurrency. Currently, there are in the region of 6,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the marketplace, and Bitcoin is the largest. The market capitalization of Bitcoin exceeded $1 trillion just, I think, last month. Currently it's just below that, but again, cryptocurrency is absolutely huge. You can actually go out there and buy cars, property, even go to some retail outlets and shop via cryptocurrency. We are expecting, if I stay on the topic of Bitcoin for a few minutes, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to hit six figures within a couple of years. The fact that it's gone, it's gone past $30,000, it's gone past $40,000. It's very, very likely it will hit $50,000 this year, but it should surpass $100,000, if not next year, but certainly within a couple of years of today. If you're not currently invested in Bitcoin, if you take anything away from this presentation, my recommendation to you is to get back to the person who invited you to this presentation and ask them how you can get invested in Bitcoin. If you were to buy one Bitcoin today, or even a fraction of a Bitcoin known as a Satoshi, so you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin, you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin and hold on to that Bitcoin for a few years, you'll be looking at a nice, tidy profit, even if you don't learn how to trade. What we do is that we actually trade. We buy and sell over and over again, and we compound our profits. So just to give you an example, if you were to buy one Bitcoin today and hold on to that Bitcoin for 3 years, you could be sitting on around, give and take, I'd say around $100,000 profit. If you were to trade that Bitcoin, don't worry if you don't know how to do that, because that's why we are here. That's what we teach you how to do. If you were to trade that one Bitcoin and compound your profit, in 3 years, you could be sitting on a conservative 2 or 3 Bitcoins. So you've just effectively trebled your profit by buying and selling multiple times. That was what we do as traders. We trade cryptocurrencies. We trade the foreign exchange market every single day. There's an element of trading which is known as high frequency, and if you choose to do high frequency via binary options, there's an option there for you as well. Now, when it comes to trading, the great thing is that we work from home. So regardless of what's happening outside, we don't need to sit in a car, leave home at 6 a.m. in the morning to come back at night. We can actually work from home. And we also have our e-commerce businesses as well. And again, during this presentation, we'll offer you an opportunity to start your own e-commerce business as well. Now, in my particular case, I've been running businesses now for over 2 decades. So around, I think 10 plus years ago, I started my first e-commerce business, whereby I was transacting online. I was making profit online and managing to maintain that profitable business for a very, very long time. Now, when it comes to drop shipping, the amazing thing is that you don't ever need to hold the product yourself. You never need to take hold of the product. You buy the product from A and you send the product to C. And if you're B, you never actually get to touch that product. All you do is act as the middleman and keep the profits. That is your role as a drop shipper. And again, this business opportunity is absolutely huge. And again, my recommendation to every single person on this call is to take it very, very seriously, because at the moment, many, many people are working from home, and it's the ideal opportune moment for you to start an e-commerce business as well. Now, going back to trading again, the great thing about trading in our platform is that we actually mentor you every single day. We have live mentorship calls, very much like this every single day, where your mentor will sit with you and show you how to trade. So we use a platform similar to, we actually use the Zoom platform, and also an additional platform very similar to this, where your mentor will sit with you and give you live mentorship and teach you how to trade. And that is how I learned to trade. I would sit down with my mentor every single day in a group setting, a mastermind setting is what I call it. And you just place the same trades as your mentor would place. Now, our mentors are generally people who are making over 6 or 7 figures every single year from trading. So they are multi-millionaire traders, and they do trading full time, and they've chosen to mentor us, part of this opportunity, part of this platform every single day, to ensure that we become proficient and adapt traders as well. We also offer you access to software, one of which is the Harmonic System that you can see on the screen. And the Harmonic System is an amazing, amazing system that maps out trades every single, I'll say every few minutes, and it gives you the entry point, the stop loss, and take profit numbers. And all you have to do as the end user of this software is copy and paste those numbers into an app on your phone. So if you have a mobile phone, if you know how to use a smartphone, whether it's an Android device or iOS, iPhone device, it makes no difference. If you know how to use your phone, you will get this opportunity. It's very much like learning to walk. In the beginning, you'll probably fall a few times, but with the guidance of your mentors who are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, via the live mentorship platform, you will get it. You will learn how to trade through repetition. Was it not Bruce Lee who said that I'm not afraid of the person who knows how to punch 10,000 different ways. I am more afraid of the person who knows how to punch once or has practiced one punch 10,000 times. So what we're doing here is that we're showing you several strategies. In fact, the recommendation is for you to become an expert on one strategy by repetition, by seeing how we trade before you move on to additional strategies. We have apps that sit on your phone which churn out trading ideas or trading alerts. So as a beginner, you can use the learn and earn system, which basically means that you don't have to even know how to trade to earn an income from trading, because the expert traders are sending you signals or trading ideas every single day. In fact, it's several trading alerts every single day. So we trade the FOREX, the foreign exchange market. We do cryptocurrency. We do commodities like oil, gas, gold, silver, and we do indices which form part of the stock market. And all of these things collectively can help you become financially free and certainly ensure that you have a very, very profitable work from home business. Now, as all of us know, all of us who've been trading for a very, very long time, we know that trading is actually, I would say, it's 90 to 99% mindset. I used to say it was 80%, but I've changed that view now. It's actually 90 to 99% mindset. Most of it is in your head. As professional traders, we know that. We've been doing this for a very, very long time, which is why we have teamed up with Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor starred in the film The Secret. If you have not seen that film, please get yourself a copy of that film. You can get it from Netflix. The Secret is an amazing film which talks about the law of attraction. And again, it's all in the mind. Your mind is a very, very powerful beast, and the frequencies that you send out are relative to the frequencies that are coming back into you and into your life. And we've teamed up with Bob Proctor, who actually helps with the personal development angle. So every single week we sit down with Bob Proctor and he mentors us to ensure that we are personally developed and that our mind is in the right place when it comes to trading or when it comes to running our own e-commerce businesses. Now, to get started on our program, the FOREX Academy is $235. Around $235 is the price to get started. There's a monthly fee as well, which I'll talk about shortly. So let's ignore that monthly fee for a few minutes. To get started on the High Frequency Academy, and also the Digital Academy, which is the Cryptocurrency Academy, it's the same price. However, the recommended package is the Elite Academy, which has the starting price of $325. Via the Elite Academy, you will learn how to trade foreign exchange, so your pounds, your dollars, your euros, your yens. You will learn how to trade cryptocurrency, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. You will also learn how to trade commodities like oil, gas, gold, silver, and indices. So you have US 30, German 30, S&P 500. Collectively, you will learn how to trade all of those via the Elite Academy. If you are only interested in, for example, an online platform like dropshipping, then again, the price is $325 to get started. So my recommendation is to speak to the person who invited you to this call, and they will give you more clarification on those price points. Now, if you were to go for the FOREX Academy, which is the most basic of academies, and you wanted to learn scalping as well, as an example, scalping means you're coming in and out of the market very, very quickly and making profit as you go along. If you want to learn how to do that, then the system for you is Vibrator, that you can add on to the FOREX Academy. If you want to do cryptocurrency in addition to the basic academy, then you would add on Swipecoin. Gold Cup, if you want to do commodities like gold, oil, silver, gas, and so on and so on. But again, the Elite Academy that I showed you earlier, which starts at $325, includes every single thing that you can see on the screen there. Now, when it comes to the monthly fee, many thousands of us around the world do not pay the monthly fee because we have a sponsorship scheme whereby the company will cover your monthly fee if you were to recommend 2 people to the program. So all you have to do is recommend 2 people, and once they become members, the organization will pay or waive the monthly fee, so you do not need to pay that fee. What I want to do now is give you the opportunity to actually see one of our live trading platforms. And also what I want to do is pull in my co-host, Mandeep, who's a senior trader, and she is also financially free. And if possible, we'll also bring on a couple of people who have been trading using our platform for several months, if not years. Mandeep, are you on the call?
Yes, Dr. Jav, I'm right here. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome, Mandeep. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jav. That was amazing. So, ladies and gents, welcome to our guest presentation. I believe our colleague Dr. Jav has done an amazing job of showing us this platform. Now, I'm going to tell you a bit about myself, and then, obviously, of course, we are going to get started with the actual, testimonials, and I will also be doing a live demo. So, I started this platform a couple of years ago. I was working in the corporate world, and I'd just been working. I'm now in my early 30s, and I just remember my 20s being a blur of working, saving, sometimes traveling, work. And I don't know if you're in your 20s on this call, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, but this is the era of online income. 2021 is the era of being smart and creating your own economy. You see, let's face the facts, ladies and gents. Last year in 2020, did your income increase? Did it decrease? Or did it stay the same? Did it increase, decrease, or did it stay the same? So depending on that situation, you are on this call for a reason, because you want to know, well, how can I earn that extra income online? And I'm telling you one thing, this platform completely changed my life. Within 15 months, I left my job. So super proud of that. Instead of retiring at the age of 68, which is what the government had clearly told me, I retired at the age of 32. So I walked in the office one day and I said, Phil, that was the name of my boss. I said, Phil, you know what? I really appreciate the opportunity, but I want to take my life in a different direction now. Now, I was impressed. He wasn't. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gents, is that we can always earn more money. Okay, we can always earn more money this year, next year, the year after, 6 months, now, whenever it is. But the key thing we can't buy back is our time. Our time on this planet is very limited, not to sound, morbid or anything, but we can always earn more money. We can never earn more time. And what this opportunity allows you to do is become more time rich. You see, I was very, very time poor. Although the money was good in the corporate world, I was very time poor, and I wanted an opportunity where I could create time, where I could visit my family or relatives or go on holiday, not during the holidays like the Easter holidays or the summer or the Christmas. I wanted to go on holiday. I wanted to do my things on my time, not on someone else's time. So this opportunity is absolutely fantastic, and I will be sharing a live demonstration of one of our products very shortly. But before I do that, I want us all to hear from a couple of customers who are based in London, and they've been actually part of our platform for some time. The first individual, I'm just going to check that he's on the call. He's actually someone who is in property. He's also got a background in education and youth work all the way from East London. So let me see if he's on the call. Dan, are you with us?
Hello.
Hi, Dan. How are you doing? You okay?
Good. How are you?
Yes,
How's everyone?
Here we go. Yes. Oh, Dan, looking very sharp and smart, I see. Very nice. So Dan, take it away. Tell us a bit about, yourself and why you decided to come on board with this platform.
Thank you. Let's get back to Mandeep and Dr. Jav. Thank you. You guys have been wonderful since I've joined IM Academy, and it has changed my life for the better. It's something that I never thought I'd be doing, but I've always wanted to create financial freedom to support my family, to retire my mom, to visit my nephew who's living in America. And growing up, I just wanted to be better, and I always knew I could. And lockdown drove me to finding out why, listening helping touch.
I think, Mandeep, if you carry on, we might have lost Dan.
Okay, perfect. Dan, are you still with us?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you're back. Sorry, yeah, carry on. We just lost you for a second.
Yeah, just ultimately just being grateful. that's something that I never thought I was like, not that I never thought, but I wasn't looking at it every day. And joining IM, yeah, it's just opened my eyes to a lot. And I was poor basically, and poor just meant passing over opportunities repeatedly. I repeat, I passed over opportunities repeatedly. That's all I want to leave it with you guys. Don't be that person. You know, the time of now is so important. Yeah, if you flip that round, you already won. Thank you, Mandeep.
Yeah, no problem. Well, that was Dan all the way from East London. And, you know, he is someone that's creating his own economy. Like he said, he wanted a better life for not only himself, but also his family, his mum. He wanted to do something for her, and he's absolutely doing fantastic. So Dan, we really congratulate you for coming on board with this platform. We're now going to bring on another lady. She's all the way from East London, and you know, her background is working as a social, emotional and mental health teacher. Okay, so she's actually doing a lot at the moment. And, you know, she's also doing a lot for her community, which is absolutely amazing. So let's hear from her. Sangeeta, are you with us?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Sangeeta, are you able to start your video?
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Perfect. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, all good. So tell all these lovely ladies and gents a bit about you and why you decided to come on board with IM.
So yeah, I work in the school and I do a lot of charity work, and I have my own home nursery, but I wanted more because it wasn't enough. And my friend Daniel, who was just on, introduced me to IM Academy, and it is, I mean, I haven't been with them long, but it has really changed me. It's changed the way I think and what I do, and I really do recommend people to join for long-term goals. I mean, Dr. Jav was speaking about the Bitcoin earlier on. I have today put my whole family on Bitcoin and put investment in for them. So it is really good long term. So yeah.
Perfect. Sangeeta, thank you so much for that. So that was Sangeeta all the way from London sharing her testimonial. So again, Sangeeta, we do appreciate you. So ladies and gents, what I want to share with you now is a live demonstration of the market and how you can actually get involved with this. If you can see my screen, just drop a number 1 in that chat box and I can show you exactly how this works. So just drop a number 1. Perfect, amazing. Thank you, Olha. Fajola, thank you for that. So this is basically one of our platforms. And again, when I first started this, didn't have a clue what this was, all these lines and charts. But let me walk and talk you through how simple this really is. Now, for me, I've actually purchased the Elite Pack, which I believe is the greatest value for money. So that includes all of these products and scanners. You cannot go wrong with that, because whatever you want to do, whether you want to trade short-term, long-term, or sort of intraday trading, which is over a few hours or a day, the Elite Pack is the most perfect, in my opinion. Absolutely amazing. So what this chart is showing you, this is a chart on Vibrata, and it's showing you the Euro CAD pair. You can see if I highlight it there on the top left, it's showing the Euro against the Canadian dollar. Now, right now, we can actually see that the Euro is a lot stronger than the Canadian dollar, which is why it's pushing the currency down. Okay, which is actually quite important. Now, Euro Canadian dollar actually came in as a sell on this platform. You can see on the right hand side, you've got all the trade alerts here, which is telling you when to enter the market. Any trade in a red signifies a sell. Any trade in a green represents a buy. And all we get our students to do on this platform is to follow 4 simple steps, looking at these 3 colored lines. You've got here a green line, a red line, and a blue line. And I'm going to show you how simple this really is. Now, ultimately, the aim of the game is to have all 4 confirmations matching on this particular chart. So let's have a look. Number 1, is there a crossover between the red and the blue line outside of the cloud? Now, the cloud, ladies and gents, is the purple shaded area that you see on the screen. So if I get rid of the candlesticks, you can clearly see right there, there is actually a crossover outside of the cloud between the red and the blue line, which is perfect, amazing. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is the current price 10 pips below the cloud? Now, again, I do appreciate some of you are quite new, but the pips refers to the movement in the market, and our aim is to catch 10 movements and therefore 10 pips. So let's have a look. We're looking at the bottom of the cloud. So it says here, current price must be 10 pips below the cloud. If I get my ruler, okay, and I measure from the bottom of the cloud to the current price, ladies and gents, that is amazing. That's a whopping 36 pips away from the cloud, which is perfect. That's more than enough. Step number 3, red line must be below the blue line. Well, actually, you don't need to know anything about Forex to answer that question. You can clearly see this red line is below the blue line. And finally, green line must be pointing up. Sorry, green line must be pointing down. I was looking at the green line just then, but the green line is actually pointing up. So right now we wouldn't be in a position to take this trade. But let me tell you something, ladies and gents, if you were to take this trade, you could catch a lot of movements in the market. Once this green line is pointing down, that means pips, and therefore that means money. But what exactly does that mean in terms of how much you can actually earn? Well, if I just pull up this little description here, I did say that the pips refers to the movement in the market. So say if you put in, as part of your risk management, you put in £1 a pip per movement and you caught 10 pips, you would make £10. And that might be over the space of 2 minutes, 5 minutes, half an hour, an hour. Let's move on to the next one. £10 a pip for catching 10 pips would give you £100. So same amount of pips, but it's just that you're putting more money per pip on this particular example. And then finally, we have the third example, which is if you put £100 a pip, ladies and gents, 100 times 10 pips, £100 times 10 pips is £1,000. What could you do with that money? And look at it this way, you're not investing any more time to make that money. All you did was you followed 4 steps and you earned your money online. You didn't go to work. You didn't pay for parking at work, because I know some people have to do that. You didn't buy lunch at work. You didn't give your hours. You didn't go to work for, 8 to 10 hours in a day. You simply went online, you worked smart, and you made the income. Now, we don't give any income guarantees. We don't do the trading for you either. We are an education platform that are teaching over 350,000 customers how they can win. So my lasting question to you is, are you working smart for your money, or are you working hard? Because trust me, this is one of the best platforms I have ever seen. I did my research. I looked on YouTube. I looked on various other platforms, but nothing compared to what we have here. And that is exactly why within 15 months, I was able to leave my job. It's not possible, is it? It's not possible for someone like me to have done something like that, but it was still achievable. A lot of people are changing their lives every single day through this platform. It really works. Working smart is the way forward. This is the era online, ladies and gents. So definitely get back to the person who's, brought you onto this call, get your questions answered. And I'm going to hand back over to Dr. Jav now to do the final part of the presentation. Once again, my name is Mandy. Great to meet you all, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Mandeep. That was absolutely awesome. Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Sangeeta, for your testimonials. And again, those are just 2 testimonials of many, many people that we have in our organization. So our goal, our vision is to actually empower and educate over 1 million customers this year. Currently, we're in the region of 450,000 people within our organization in 120 countries. And again, many of them, in fact, most of them have never looked back since, because the platform that we have is absolutely amazing. So going back to that presentation that I started earlier, there's an option for you to earn residual income as well, in addition to your trading profits, if you choose to. So this element of the presentation is purely optional. You don't have to do this, but if you want an additional income stream, if you don't want to exchange your time for money, then you can do that through the residual platform that we have, whereby if you were to introduce people to the platform and they were to join, the organization will pay you an income, a residual income. So just to give you an example, if someone joined the FOREX Academy, on the back of your recommendation, the organization will pay you $25. The same is the case for the HFX and also the DCX academies. If someone was to join the academy via the Elite Academy, the Elite Academy, then you get a $50 bonus. Now, if you were to recommend 3 people to the platform, you're now classed as an independent business owner, an IBO, and you'd be making $150 every single month for those 3 people in your organization. Should you recommend 12 people, the organization pays you $600 a month, and in the case of 30 people, $1,000 every single month. And the amazing thing is, you don't have to recommend all those 30 people. Even if you were to recommend 3 people and they were to recommend additional people, or the person that recommended you attend this call was to put people in your organization, you will still get paid the residual income. And the income stream goes up to Chairman 750, whereby you will be paid $750,000 every single month. We have a 24-year-old within our organization who is currently earning at least $750,000 every single month, in addition to his trading income. Now, when I was 24, I was probably still at university, earning close to zero. Within this organization, within this business, we have people earning in addition of $750,000 every single month. Now, the platform that I've showed you is shared by almost 500,000 people, as I alluded to earlier, and again, customers are joining us every single day. We are looking to hit 1 million members by the end of this year, and 1,000 6- and 7-figure earners within our organization. The platform is amazing. Now, what you have to do, you have to decide, is it profits that you want, or is it an income? When you're working in a job which is just on broke, you are earning, in fact, it's just an income. What you need to do is to be earning profits. Now, going back to my early days when I was working in a job, I was passing over opportunities repeatedly. I did not know what an opportunity was, even if it had hit me in the head. I was very, very of a corporate mindset, which is what university and school had taught me to be. But once I'd left that corporate mindset, things started changing for me. Now I've learned about business, and I've decided that you can either make a living or you can make a fortune, and you can do the latter definitely through this business. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you did not do than by the things that you did do. So just bear that in mind. And again, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What I'm asking you now to do is to take that single step. What you have to do now is go back to the person that recommended you attend this call, and that person will explain in more detail how the platform works, and also will be able to register you on the spot. Once you register, you will be assigned several mentors, and then the training will start, and your income, there's no reason why you can't start earning an income within a couple of days of joining, because we have the learn and earn system. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for attending this call. I will see you all at the top, because the bottom is way, way too crowded. Thank you. God bless, and I'll see you soon.